welcome. If you're new to this channel, my name is Paige, and I am that mother you like to follow. MILF. Follow. I'm going to keep it clean because my grandma's here. But,
Please.
but if you return, what's up, y'all? As you see, this special guest right here is my grandma, so I ain't going to curse today. I'm going to try hard not to curse because my grandma in here. But in honor of Black History Month, Black History Month, I'm going to talk to my grandma about growing up in the South and how segregation affected her, why she moved up to the North, when, all those great little things about history that, some of us take for granted and just never really asked about. Lord knows, I remember I asked her a bunch of questions about, what was it, in high school, and I asked her a bunch of questions about World War II. And I really should have asked you about, I really should have talked about civil rights, but I wasn't even thinking about it then. But let's just get right into it. So, where did you grow up?
In Brunswick, Georgia, in 1936. I am an only child. The town was a very small town at that time. However, there have been quite a bit of improvements. So it is now a large city, a small large city, I should say. At the time I was coming up, it was understood blacks on this side, well, we didn't say blacks, we said colored, all right? Colored over here, white over here. But it was just a standard, what should I say? It was just a thing that we just knew. We were brought up to say, stay in your place, you'll be okay. So that's the way I came up until I was in high school. And then I suppose I was starting to understand, why do I have to do this when I'm just like anyone else? There were times when we would shop in town. We get hungry. What do we eat? We have any place to eat. So we had to go to a little shack on a corner where on the side they pulled up a little drawer and slid our food. That's the way we ate, and standing in the street. When we had to go to a movie, we walked up on the outside. We had the balcony. Now that I'm older, the balcony was the best place to sit. See, they didn't understand that then, but that was a good place. But we had to go outside, up and around in the back, and sit in the balcony.
All right, so when did segregation really affect you, like public transportation? You already touched on movie theaters and eating. Like I said, how about the bus, like getting on buses and public transportation?
I believe all of that started when I attended college in Atlanta, Georgia. Mm-hmm. I recall an incident where one of the teachers sat on the bus. Mm-hmm. He's white. His student gets on. He's black. So he's talking to his student, how was class? The driver of the bus refused. You cannot sit here and talk to him. He says, why? He's my student. I will not move this bus until he, speaking of the black student, sits in the back. Wow. The instructor was very embarrassed, I can tell. Mm-hmm. So that was one of the incidents that started in me that, so this is black and white now. It's now no more colored. Mm-hmm. This is it. Yeah. Also, coming from school, I was on the bus. As the bus filled up with whites, with the blacks having over half, I was told to move and let me sit down. Well, believe it or not, guess what I did?
You had to move.
No,
Oh, you didn't?
I stayed there.
Oh.
I was bad that day.
What was a bad
But I
day?
was scared. I wasn't really frightened, but I was a little tense because I knew my stop was just the next stop coming. But I did. I said, no, I'm not. So she looks at me, and I heard a little something that she said about me. But that has stayed with me a lot.
Well, I could see why a lot of this would stay with you. Like, it affects people more than you think. Like, it affects you deeply.
Yes, not only that, I think with the age group I'm in, it still sticks. However, hopefully, by the time my great-grands will not have to feel that I'm black.
That
Just,
anxiety
I'm a person
about
that
being black.
anxiety. Am I
Yeah.
going to do this right? And I have to be this way because I have to prove. You don't have to prove anything. You are a person.
Yeah.
And this is what we have to learn still. We're all one.
Definitely. This was like, I've been wanting to talk about this for a really long time. My mom also gave me this idea too, believe it or not. She's like, oh, you should talk to your grandmother. I was like, I should.
I taught her
I
well.
should. Yes, you did. Now, when did you move up to the north? Like, when did you move up here?
After college, trying to find a job because I knew if I stayed in Georgia, I would not be able to get the type of job I would be interested in. So that's when I came here and lived with my family who was here. And that was a strange thing at times because I had friends still in Georgia. I sat up the front. I sat in the front. Well, that's just a little something. But
It was significant. Though. You
in
sat
a way,
in front of
I
a bus.
didn't have to move.
Like,
And I could eat in the place. I didn't have to hang over a counter to ask, I want a hot dog, and just stand there and eat. I could just go in and sit wherever I please. So that was a good thing. Still wasn't comfortable at times because that was still the time that they were having all of the disturbances
The
in
riots.
Georgia. Riots was
Okay.
going on, and that was hurting also. I was thinking about all of that.
okay. Well, just in general, do you say moving up to the north was like a huge culture shock, or it was just kind of like sort of a sigh of relief from being in such a area where it was an extremely segregated area?
That's hard. I can't answer that.
Oh.
Yeah. I now you really stumped me there, Paige.
My aunt's in the background.
I'm happy to be here. I do not have a desire to move back down south.
Yeah, I remember you
because
telling
my
me that.
family, everything is here. Still, I am proud. I think that's the way I should answer that.
Okay.
I'm very proud of my heritage. I'm very proud of living in this little town, coming along, understanding, and I'm now having a chance to explain to you some of it. So I guess that's what I have to say it.
Yes, and just so you know, when she came up here, she met my grandfather. Then bam, I'm here, y'all! Yes!
Yes, I did. I found my husband lived here. His family was from Georgia also, but I did. I found a very good-looking, good father, good husband.
Oh my gosh. Y'all see where I get all my dramatic, like all of it. Look at this shirt. It's so cute, isn't it? I get my style from my
If she
grandma
wants
too.
me, take the look. Hello?
Like I said, y'all see where I get this from.
My girl.
Yes, y'all see it. I grew up with this woman daggone there, raised me. Every time my mom had to work, I'd go over her house. All the time. That's another story, but...
Oh, yes, I can tell you some stories. That's true.
She got you
in the fashion at Daffy's.
Oh, yeah. She got me in the fact. My aunt's in the background with my daughter. You want to come in, Karen? Come on. Okay, she's not going to come. But Thank you guys for watching the MILF Files today. I know this one was a little impromptu, you know, coming in at you at the last minute. But I hope you guys liked it. Remember, subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell button, and hit me back up next week. I'll see y'all later. Stay MILF-y. Stay DILF-y. Hey, fellas. Watch me and my grandma work it.
To do.
Work it, work it.
Work it.
Work it.